Hello students, so in your today's lecture I will be starting the first unit of building planning drawing, that is introduction. As I have already told you in your previous lecture about the model question paper and about your syllabus, wherein I have already told you that you have some theory concepts, that is, as this is your building planning drawing, you should be knowing certain parameters before doing any planning, before constructing, before designing and before finalizing the construction work. Some important theory concepts should be known to you, right? Wherein you can see in your part A, you have these theory concepts. So in the same way, I'll come with the first chapter, that is your building planning drawing. Will start with the introduction. Okay, so you can see here the subtitle here, that is factors influencing building planning drawing. This is nothing but before you're going to plan something, before you're going to draw something, design or construct something, you should be knowing certain factors. These factors are very important to you, that is before selecting any site, which are the different points you should keep in mind. Okay, right? So coming down to the first point here is your legality. So legality is nothing but your location itself. So site to be purchased by the client shall have a permission and should be approved from the concerned city. That is the location of the site. जो भी site आप select कर रहे हो, the site should be approved and उसका permission रहना चाहिए. It should be approved as well as it should be permission from a certain city. So जो कोई भी site आप purchase कर रहे हो, see that it has a permission paper. Okay. Coming down to the second point is purpose of the site. Now, what is the purpose of your construction? That is before purchasing any site, you should be clear कि आपको यहाँ पे कौन सा construction करना है. Whether it is residential, whether it is industrial or whether it is commercial, whatever it is. So in your mind, you should have a clear idea when you're purchasing that what type of construction you're going to make at that site. Right. So in the second point, it says that whatever site you're going to select, you should be clear about the purpose of the building. Okay. Next, in the third point, it says what? Shape. That is shape of the site. Now, near your locality or maybe anywhere where you have visited, you have different sizes and different maybe aesthetic appearance of the building, right? Appearance of the building might be different, but coming down to the shape here, whatever shape you're going to select, see that its appearance will be well enough, as well as it will make you a low cost, that is budget cost construction. Okay, so usually in your rooms or maybe in your houses, you have seen your rooms are usually rectangular in shape. Okay, now why that rectangular shape of construction is being provided? Usually a rectangular construction will give you more space, that is the floor area ratio. Okay, you feel that if your room is in rectangle shape, its length as well as your width, its length will be twice the width. Okay, that is अगर आप rectangular shape provide कर रहे हो for your rooms, it will provide you more space. Okay, if you go you can go for circular or maybe some other type of shapes only for your monumental construction, architectural construction. For those purposes you can go for different shapes, right? But if you're going for normal residential building or maybe it is a public building, see that you prefer for a rectangle shape itself. Clear? Coming down to the next point is size of the site. Okay, so whenever you're selecting some site, see that your area should be large enough. The plot size जो भी आप select कर रहे हो, see that it is large enough. और आपका जो भी construction रहेगा complete with your compound wall. Okay, so आपका जो भी construction रहेगा आपके plot के अंदर ही रहेगा. See that you don't use any of the inches or any of some place with your neighbors. Okay, if you want to have a proper light, if you want to have proper bonding with your neighbors, see that your construction should be inside your plot area itself. Okay, so that says about the size of the shed. Next is topography of the site. Now this point, topography, is nothing but it says you about the nature of the soil or nature of the ground. How is the nature of the ground? That is, your ground is not always flat. आपने देखा ही होगा whenever you are going outside, आपका area हमेशा flat नहीं रहता है. Right, it is always never flat. It might be little slopey, it might be little high. Okay, so it might be little irregular in shape. So different types of levels you have seen till now. Okay, so now in this thing, that is a factor in your topography. What you have to remember is usually a flat ground should be selected. Okay, why a flat ground should be selected is because it will provide you easy construction work. आपको अगर foundations बनाने हैं तो that might be little easy for you, as well as overall construction will be less. So see that your construction site should be in a flat area, because आपका बजट भी कम रहेगा, लेवलिंग की भी जरूरत नहीं है, as well as जब फाउंडेशंस बनाने का रहेगा तो ट्रेंचेस बनाने के लिए ईजी हो जाएगा. Okay, and even the labors required will be less at such places. Then in your topography of the ground, as I told you, you have different levels, that is flat, slopey, elevated and low areas. So that's what I'll be discussing this in detail. Now I already told you about the flat ground, coming down to the sloping ground. Okay, so if your area is very steep, if it is having a very steep gradient, if it is too steep, for this the construction is not suitable, because the works becomes difficult here. आपको construction करने के लिए यहाँ पे difficulty हो जाएगी, workers ज़्यादा लगेंगे, as well as it will prove to be uneconomical. So see that if your area is slopey, you try to avoid to do the construction there, because again you have to use certain instruments there. You need certain instruments. You have to you will cost more. आपको ज़्यादा financial spend करना पड़ेगा वहाँ पे. So see that your area should be flat enough. Okay, so sloping gradient should be avoided as far as possible. Coming down to the next point is your elevated ground. So elevated, as you already know, elevation is nothing but the high ground. That is, I can give an example of your mountains. So there are completely at the top level, your hilly regions, your hills. You have seen all these things, right? So these are always on the top level. So same way, if your area, अगर आपका घर elevated area पे है, then it is a benefit, that is you will have proper sunlight, you will have very fresh air inside your building, you can see a proper view outside your building, right? So elevation ground is suitable if you want to have proper fresh air, sunlight, as well as you will get a good view over there, right? So you might have already visited some hill areas, mountains, so you can see from top, it will give you a very pleasant view. Right. Next, coming down to low-lying areas. So low-lying areas are nothing but the areas which are at the very deep level. Like I can say, अगर आपका construction नीचे level पे है, at a very deep level, and आपके घर के पास जो buildings है वो आपसे tall है, then what will be the difficulty? The difficulty will be that जो कोई भी बड़ी buildings रहेंगे, whatever big buildings are there in near your home, they might not allow the sun to fall into your building. You will not have a proper ventilation, and you will feel that your area is completely surrounded by darkness. That is, you will not have a proper light or ventilation over there, right? So as far as possible, you see that low-lying areas should not be provided, or you don't prefer for the construction which is done in the low-lying areas, that is in the deep grounds. Clear? So next, coming to neighborhood, that is coming down to your neighbors. आप जहाँ पे भी आपका construction site construct कर रहे हो, you see that your neighbors should be of your equal status, or maybe they should be friendly to you. Okay, so अगर आपको happily if you want to stay in that home, आपको happy living conditions चाहिए, then you see that they should be friendly to you. Okay, coming down to the next point is type of the ground soil. Now soil is nothing but, as you already know, is your mud which you wherein your civil construction is being done, right? It is like a base. सॉइल के ऊपर ही आप कंस्ट्रक्शन करते हो, लाइक सो इट इज लाइक अ बेस फाउंडेशन हियर इटसेल्फ. Okay, so how should be the type of the soil? Usually the soil should be good enough, right? And it should have rock, उसमें rock रहना चाहिए, sand or dense soil, at least 60 to 120 centimeters of the layer. Okay, so whenever you go for construction, you have heard about black cotton soil and red soil, right? Now usually the construction is done in red soil because red soil proves to be good for your construction work, but black soil, as you know, it is already having it will attract the water very easily, and it might also have pores very easily in the soil, so that is why it is not preferred, and its bearing capacity is also less compared to your red soil, right? So usually red soil is preferred, safe for your construction work. So see that whatever site you are selecting, it should have some rock, sand or dense soil. So such type of your ground soil should be selected. Clear? Coming down to the next point here is availability of men and materials. Okay, so this is nothing but wherever you are going to construct your building, it is very important that some materials or maybe the men who are available near your site itself. If they are locally available near your site itself, it becomes little economical for you for construction. That is, it reduces the construction, it reduces the transportation cost, right? अगर आपका एरिया बहुत ही दूर है site of construction and materials or the people who are constructing, that is the laborers who are constructing, they are very far from your place, then what happens? Transportation is required here, right? Getting the materials from one place to another, using all the vehicles, and उसमें क्या रहेगा? You need to invest again more money for the maybe the vehicles, maybe for the petrol, right? So again the time consumption here will be wasted. So see that availability of the people and material should be near to your site. That will prove to be economical. Okay, that is, see that you have skilled laborers, unskilled laborers, and cheap labor will reduce you the construction cost, right? तो आप जो भी people select करो for your construction, see that some people are skilled, some are unskilled, as well as आपके जो laborers है उनके wages should be a little cheap enough. They should not demand very high wages also. Okay, so keeping in mind where your construction site is and where the material is available. Okay, so see that your materials are available nearby to your site itself. Okay, yes, coming down to the next point is the water table. Now you already know you have a soil strata, लेकिन so after soil strata, deep inside you have a next level which is known as your water table, right? Now whenever you dig your wells and all, you know there are underwater wells wherein that is the source of water itself, right? Underwater wells. So you already know, this concept is already clear to you that after soil there is a strata which is called as a water table. Okay, now coming down to this, the water table at the site should not be very high. Okay, or it should not affect the quality of water for drinking and domestic purpose. So see that whenever you are doing the construction and wherever your site is, the water table should not be very near to your soil strata. See that at least till some centimeters it is deep inside. Otherwise that water might affect your quality. That is, for drinking purpose it might affect the quality of water, right? Now coming down to the last point is your owner. That is, some clients. Now whenever you do the construction, right, what you select is, you select a proper engineer, or maybe you select a proper client, or whatever it is with the owner. You should always have a friendly behavior with your owner or who the client is. Okay, that is, usually some clients will have a clear idea of what is the budget, what is the appearance of the building. Some go for the architectures, okay, some will go for the engineers. So between the owner and the client, what happens is, see that if you are the client, see that you are completely clear कि आपका construction आपको कैसे चाहिए, how many rooms you want, इसका एलिवेशन कैसे रहना चाहिए, हाउ शुड बी द अपीयरेंस ऑफ दिस बिल्डिंग. सो सी दैट यू आर completely clear what is your budget and how should be the aesthetic appearance of your building. So once a client is clear about the complete budget and appearance, he can convey a proper message to the owner, that is he can explain properly. So according to that, whether it is an engineer or whether the architecture is there, he will have a clear idea about what exactly is this construction, what is the purpose of this, and how exactly this building should look. Okay, so if the client is clear about his thoughts, then only he can convey a proper message, right? So I guess you have understood this concepts about the factors, different factors affecting your building planning and drawing. That is, let me just revise it once again. That is, as you have studied about the locality in this purpose, how the purpose of site should be, how should be the shape and size of the site, how should be the nature of the ground, whether it should be flat or how it should be. Then even the availability, that is men and material should be near to your site, they should not be very far away. Water table also should be very deep inside, and even with the owner and the client, there should be a proper bonding between the owner as well as the client. Okay, so these are the different factors wherein you have to remember before purchasing any site. आपको कोई भी साइट परचेस करने से पहले या फिर कंस्ट्रक्शन करने से पहले these all points should be known to you. So you should remember these points, and once you know these points, it will be very clear to you कि आपको what type of construction site should be selected. Okay, so is it clear? If you have any difficulties, you can ask for any of the difficulties if you have, right? So this is what I've explained to you, just a simple concept today. So same way in your next lectures also I'll be telling you about some theory concepts, and see that whatever notes I send it to you, you separately make a notebook for this. Okay, whatever theory I'm teaching you, start making your notes of this. Okay, and start studying now itself, because you'll be having quiz also after each chapters. Okay, right? So I hope you have understood this. Thank you.